Hello, everybody. We are on the air live. I am Robin G. from the American Rose Society. I serve on the editorial advisory committee, and I'm actually on here because I'm the technician, so that's why I get to go on first. But we'd like to welcome you. You know, there's the Academy Awards, there's the Super Bowl, there's the NBA All-Star Game, but here at the American Rose Society, we have the digital photo contest, and we do it live from across the country to bring this to you so we can find out who is the best of the best this year in photography for the American Rose Society. So with me today are our co-hosts. First, let me introduce Curtis Aumiller. He is the head of photography for the American Rose Society. How's it going, Curtis?
Hi.
There you go. Hey, what a great rose background you've got today.
Hey, thanks a lot. I just threw it up, you know. It's beautiful. You know, I like all the different colors of roses, so I had to go with something that was a little bit more, you know, exotic, but nothing like what we're going to see in the photographs today, which are absolutely stunning.
So if you're out there watching us live on YouTube, Stan and Jackie, I know you are there. Can you go ahead and send us a little comment and let us know that you can see and hear us okay, so we know that technically we're doing all right? And then also with us is Pat Shanley, our president of the American Rose Society. How are you today, Pat?
I'm doing well, Robin. How are you?
I'm good. So how's everything in New York?
A little snowy. We had about 6 inches of snow, but fortunately the temperatures are warming up and it's melting, and I cannot wait to get into the garden. I know a lot of our friends out on the West Coast are already pruning, and just so you know, I am very, very jealous. So hopefully soon we'll be out there as well, but we're doing okay.
So now, Pat, you were out here in Los Angeles for New Year's doing something special on behalf of the American Rose Society, riding a float down Colorado Boulevard, representing us. Tell us little bit about the experience.
It was just an incredible experience, Robin. We came out, and a lot of we had over 30 members from across the country came to Pasadena. Many of them attended the decorating of the float, and we were all there for the judging of the float on New Year's Eve morning. That was spectacular, and the float actually won the very prestigious Mayor's Trophy. So it was just an incredible experience. And then on New Year's Day, we rode on the float, myself and Laura Seabaugh, courtesy of our seats were courtesy of Alan Seabaugh for Laura and John Del Vecchio for my seat. And it was just an unbelievable experience riding down Colorado Boulevard. We were very low to the ground on this one. We weren't high up on the float, and we were able to really communicate with the spectators, and they were just so happy cheering us on. It was an incredible experience. And then of course we had a fantastic New Year's Eve party for all the members who attended, and that was at the fabulous home of Robin G and Chris Ogle. And thank you very much for that as well, Robin. We had a great time. It was I heard from a lot of people it was something that was on their bucket list, so really spectacular. And it was all, of course, in celebration of the American Rose Society's 125th birthday.
What a way to cap a year of celebration. And then how did the giveaway that you guys did? I think you announced the winners. So if people haven't seen who the winners are, how could they find out about that?
I believe it's posted on Facebook. So as far as I know, it is. All the winners have been notified personally by headquarters, and we're in the process now of getting all those gifts out. But it was extremely successful, and we're planning another kind of giveaway again this year. So it's going to be something like our 125th anniversary plus one. So we would like to we'd like to keep the momentum going. We would like to help our members create beautiful experiences and memories with the American Rose Society.
Well, that's exciting. You know, I was hoping to win and I didn't win, so I'll be wanting to enter again this year. So
you definitely will. We're going to have some great prizes again this year.
Great. So Curtis, what's been happening in the photography committee over the past year, since we have some of our photography members watching us right now? And hello to Craig Dorschel. Thanks for watching.
Well, the photography committee this year actually has decided to take a little bit of a breath. We've been working and tweaking so much on the guidelines, but the most recent guidelines were adopted by the board at the fall meeting in 2017. The scorecard was changed and a couple other things were tweaked. So if you haven't downloaded the most recent copy of the guidelines, I encourage you to do that. You can do that at the ARS website at www.rose.org. And we're basically settling in and enjoying, promoting the photography, getting photography out there to everyone. I keep getting lots and lots of requests for, can you help me? We're writing photography into our schedule for the very first time, and would you mind taking a look at this, and those kinds of things. So it's been very exciting, and I really have been enjoying it.
That's wonderful. And are more people doing iPhone photography as well?
That I don't know. They should be, because you can do it and it works great. But I will tell you that one of the junior people this year in this year's competition took her pictures with an iPhone. So anybody who thinks that, oh, I only have an iPhone and can't really do much with it, it's a great camera. So whether you have an iPhone, a Samsung, whatever, the cameras nowadays are so much better. And it's usually more readily available. You run across that beautiful rose and you weren't expecting it. So instead of lugging out all of your stuff, you just take a picture with it.
Well, I love taking rose photos myself. I'm hoping next year that I will want to be able to enter the contest as well. So now, what other contests do we have coming up this year for the photography area? Curtis.
So for photography, right now, the rules are up for the middle high school photo contest. That was started, this will be its third year. And it's a great concept. Every time I talk about it, I say, hey, this was not my idea. A member from the American Rose Society said, hey, what if we did this? And, we took it, we ran with it, we've tweaked it, and we've had some really great success with it. We have generous ARS members that donate money towards the cash prizes that we offer. And so that is running again this year, and the winners from last year will be are in the January-February issue of American Rose magazine, which should be hitting your mailboxes very shortly. So make sure that you check that. And then there's also our contest that we're talking about right now. Deadline for that is November 5th, 2018. The new guidelines are not up yet. However, stay tuned. I kind of wait until after we do the webinar and then, send the guidelines out. Helps to kind of keep it from overlapping, from one year to the other. And of course, there's also the ARS calendar. So people who, are interested in submitting photographs for the ARS calendar, I, strongly encourage everyone to submit photos for that. And they make a great gift. And especially if you want to show off some of your pictures, you send them in and you get a picture in the calendar, and then you can buy some and give them to your friends and kind of have a little bit of a bragging right of saying, hey, my photo is in a calendar. So it's a great win all around.
Well, that's wonderful. So I guess I wanted to ask Pat about any updates from ARS headquarters. We've got about 3 minutes till we're ready to really start the show. But while we have everyone on here, and also I see Stephen Hoy is here, Elena Williams, Tom Mayhew. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. It's great to see you all here. And Tom, I want to put your deer fence in American Rose magazine. I think it's fabulous what you do and how you keep the deer out of your garden. What are some upcoming events, or what can people be looking forward to in the next few months from ARS, Pat?
Well, the next big event is the mini national convention that will take place in early May in Jacksonville, Florida. And that's going to be a really fabulous, fabulous convention. We have our fall convention, of course, in October at San Diego, hosted by the San Diego Rose Society. And that is where our new board of directors will be installed. And Bob Martin, who is currently our vice president, will be installed as the next ARS president at that convention. And of course, there are all rose shows coming up from our local societies and our districts, lots of district meetings. If you get a chance, go online at rose.org and check out the calendar on the ARS website. That will give you an update of all of the upcoming programs that are coming. We have a lot of wonderful things coming for you.
Hey, Robin.
Yes, Curtis.
I would love to add into that. As Pat mentioned, the mini national convention that is coming up in May in Jacksonville, Florida. One thing will be the very first offering of the first national challenge class in photography. So if you are coming to that convention, I would strongly recommend that you look at the photography schedule. It is a cycle of bloom and was hosted by the Penn Jersey district. And we are only going to be offering it at mini national conventions. So I really want to, kind of play that up and encourage people to enter to get, you could be the first winner of a national award.
So what does a challenge class mean for those people who may be more into photography than, and will it be Cycle of Bloom for this one?
Yes. So the class is Cycle of Bloom. It will always be Cycle of Bloom. And a challenge class means that you can only have one entry. And you get to place it yourself the way that you think it looks best. And there is only one winner in a challenge class. So unlike other classes where there's blue ribbons and second place, third place, honorable mentions, this is balloted by the judges and there is one winner in that class. So it's in horticulture and in arrangements, we have national challenge classes. And we wanted to get something started for photography and start getting on that road. So in addition to all of the other certificates and medal certificates that we are be giving, the inauguration of the first national challenge class in photography. I'm very excited about it.
Well, thank you for sharing that news with us. So if you're just tuning in, hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2017 Digital Photo Contest Awards ceremony. It's 1 p.m. now, actually 1:01. And so we hope everyone's having a nice day and not too hot. It's 69 degrees here in Los Angeles where I am, or too cold. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So with me today is Pat Shanley, who is our president of the American Rose Society. We're so glad you could be with us today. How's everything today, Pat?
Thank you, Robin. I'm delighted to be here, and everything is really good. A little cold here in New York and snow, but other than that, everything is good. And I would also like to extend my welcome to all of you who are with us today, and many, many thanks for all the great, beautiful entries that you submitted. And we hope that you will keep up the good work. We had a really great turnout this year.
Wonderful. And then also with us is our chair for photography for the National American Rose Society. And he is the one who helps coordinate and put together this contest. And I'd like to introduce you to Curtis Aumiller. Hi, Curtis.
Hi, Robin, and welcome everybody who is watching. I'm excited that everybody is going to get to see all of this beautiful work that everyone has submitted and get to enjoy all of the lovely rose pictures. It's really exciting, especially since here in Pennsylvania, we got 6 inches of snow last night. So I kind of look forward to this as my spring fever grows and grows, that I get a chance to, share these beautiful photographs with everyone who, maybe you're in an area where roses aren't growing yet. So this helps you to appreciate them and love them like we all do.
Yeah, the photos, the photography that American Rose Society members do is just so inspiring and beautiful. I'm consider myself a wannabe, and the work that everyone does is really just the quality. The roses are just breathtaking, and the way they are captured, I think, is really incredible. So I think we're ready to start. Is that all right with you, Curtis and Pat?
Yes.
Okay. And we've got the chat going on YouTube. So if you have any comments or questions, or you just want to give a shout out to the people who are winning, or, give them a number one, a thumbs up, whatever your symbol might be to congratulate them, please feel free to do that. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get the slideshow started and make sure everyone can see it before we get going. And we will be on with our presentation. So here we are, and hold on. Okay, I think the slideshow is up. Can Pat and Curtis, can you see it okay?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can.
Good. So here we go with the Digital Photo Contest Awards, and I will hand it over to you, Curtis.
So I'd like to welcome everyone to our second annual webinar announcing the first through fourth place winners in each of the categories for the 2017 American Rose Digital Photo Contest. I'd like to, kind of point out that in this area, we've got so many photographs. We had 36 people who participated this year. And of those, 9 were new entry people this year. And we actually had 2 people for the junior class. So we're all excited because we have Kira, who is 6 years old, and Gabriella, who was 8 years old. So, that's great. And we love seeing those kind of things. For 620 photographs total. So when we have that many photographs, even a fourth place winner is really a blue ribbon winner. It just, the quality of the photos is so good. And we really like to point out to everybody that, it may say fourth place, but there's a lot of photos that didn't even make fourth place. So it's the blue ribbon winners that are just kind of ranked first through fourth. So with that, I would like to turn it over to President Pat Shanley, and we will go ahead and get started.
Okay. So we start with Class 15 Best Judges Entry. And the winner is Susan Graham for Gemini.
I'd like to thank all of the judges who have helped throughout the years with making this contest so successful. Susan is one of those, and she really can capture the delicateness of this Gemini. That beautiful pinpoint center, that delicate unfurling, and that blush of pink that we all know from Gemini. It's a great representation, and I'd like to congratulate her and again thank all of the judges.
So Class 14, the youth class. A photo of any type of rose, rose garden, or rose activity for all entrants under the age of 16. And the honorable mention goes to Gabriella Newby for buttercream.
So Gabriella is our 8-year-old who took this photograph in one of the gardens of one of our ARS members. And she, I'm told, actually took this photograph with her grandmother's cell phone. So again, all of those people who think that, I only have a cell phone, I can't really take good pictures. This is a great representation of buttercream, and a great job, Gabriella.
Third place winner is Kira Kozemchek with Jude the Obscure.
And Kira is a 6-year-old, again, granddaughter of one of our members. And Kira did a great job with taking this picture and, kind of getting it into the frame, and great job, Kira.
Our second place winner is Kira Kozemchek with Ambridge Rose.
Such a great, delicate pink and a great eye for the photograph.
And our first place winner is Gabriella Newby with Sunny Sundays.
Congratulations, Gabriella. Beautiful photograph, beautiful rose. Just did such a great job. So I'm hoping she's watching, and I'm hoping she's excited. Congratulations.
It's just beautiful. Congratulations, Gabriella. Novice. ARS members who have not previously won an award, 1st through 4th place, in the ARS American Rose Digital Photo Contest. Class 12-1. 1 bloom, no side buds of hybrid tea, grandiflora, miniature, miniflora, and floribunda classifications of roses. Roses designated as single are not included in this class.
Hold on one moment. There we go.
And the honorable mention goes to Alice Green with Nancy Jean.
This is a great representation of Nancy Jean. Anybody who has seen that rose, it is a little difficult to take a picture and grasp the color correctly. So great job with that.
Our 3rd place winner is Alice Green with King of the Road.
This is a great representation. Again, I like that it is from the profile a little bit. It's not necessarily a dead on. That adds some interest into the photograph.
And our 2nd place winner is Alice Green with Dina G.
You know, I don't grow Dina G, but if this is how it grows, maybe I should consider getting it in my garden. It's a great representation, and I really enjoy that multicolor and the form. Just a great way to get that picture, Alice. Great.
And our 1st place winner is Cheryl Frechette with Randy Scott.
Cheryl, this is a stunning picture of Randy Scott, and just how the foliage will frame the bloom so nicely. That nice pinpoint center and getting that nice creamy white. Great job. Congratulations.
Yes, beautiful job. Class 12-2. 1 bloom, fully open, no side buds. Stamens must show, of hybrid tea, grandiflora, miniature, miniflora, and floribunda classifications of roses. Roses designated as single are included in this class. And the honorable mention goes to Alice Green with Fire Opal.
I love the delicateness of the pink here against those yellow stamens. Great form. Good job.
Our 3rd place winner is Stephen Hoy with Madame Edouard Herriot.
The wrinkling in the petals in this really kind of adds some texture into this photograph. And of course, those brilliant stamens really add to this photo with the greens in the back.
Our 2nd place winner is Stephen Hoy with Isabel.
Same thing here, Stephen. If these are in your garden, you're doing a great job, because I really love that blush of pink against that really stark yellow of those stamens. So, good job.
And our 1st place winner is Stephen Hoy with Jacob von Ruusdael.
Again, this is a little bit of a difficult color to photograph correctly sometimes. Stephen did a great job here of getting the color just right for this photograph.
Class 12-3. 1 spray, 2 or more blooms of hybrid tea, grandiflora, miniature, miniflora, and floribunda classifications of roses. And the honorable mention goes to Jolene Angelos with No Worries.
This is a very nice inflorescence in this spray, with really nice contrasting colors between the pink and the yellow.
And our 3rd place winner is Sue LaRose with Bonica.
That delicate pink, if you grow Bonica, and some of the people around here call it Bonica, but it is Bonica. Very dainty and delicate. Great representation.
Our second place winner is Jolene Angelos with Busy Bee.
The vibrancy of this color and the saturation of the hues in the photograph of this color just really add to this. Great job.
And the first place winner is Stephen Hoy with Friends Embrace.
I love yellows, and the penetration of the yellow here and how deep it is just really even makes those yellow stamens stand out. So great job, Stephen.
Yes, beautiful photo, Stephen. Class 12-4. One bloom or spray of an old garden rose, shrub, species, polyantha, or large climber. And the honorable mention goes to Stephen Hoy with Mateo Silk Butterflies.
You know, it really does look kind of like a butterfly. The wrinkling in the petals adds depth to the photograph. It almost looks like a clematis flower with the stamens and how the reflex of the petals, but so delicate and so nice.
Our third place winner is Stephen Hoy with Rosa Banksia normalis.
The purple there and the color of the stamens, even the white from the underside of the stamens, the photograph is so well taken that it all stands out. It's hard to find something that just grabs me like this. So congratulations, Stephen.
Our second place winner is Jolene Angelos with Sally Holmes.
Any of you who heard me last year, I've not seen a bad picture of Sally Holmes. And again, here she is performing. She can just knock your socks off with such beautiful photographs.
And our first place winner is Stephen Hoy with Alistair Stellar Gray.
I really enjoy how this picture kind of is calming. It's not overpowering yellow. It's that nice, delicate yellow. And the way that the roses are not looking directly at me, it's just very calming photograph. So congratulations, Stephen.
Yeah, great job, Stephen. Class 12-8, Abstract or Impressionism. The photograph should evoke a sense of originality, a new and different way of imagining the rose or roses with the mind's eye. And the third place winner is Jolene Angelos with Backlighted Hips.
You know, Jolene, I really like this photograph. It just seems very elegant to me. It's a different way of looking at it. I enjoy black and white photography, and, you know, just looking at it from this angle again, it just evokes elegance to me. So good job.
And our second place winner is Jolene Angelos with Frosty Hips.
For anyone who has never photographed snow, like in Los Angeles, it's so hard to photograph snow and not have it turn out gray. So when you're able to take a photograph like this and the snow turns out white, the greens turn out green, the browns turn brown, it is really nice. And just being able to see even the structure in that frost can be very visually appealing.
And our first place winner is Sula Rose with Children's Hope.
Again, very delicate photograph, evoking that sense of calm. Very nice photograph.
Congratulations, Sue. Class 12-9. A photo of any rose garden. Photographs should show the use of roses within the structure of a garden, which can be widely variable. Roses should dominate in the photograph, and some layout of the garden should be visible. And the honorable mention goes to Jolene Angelos with Hips.
So Jolene's got the hips there for her photographs. And again, you've got that nice arbor there with all of those beautiful orange hips. Really catches your interest.
The third place winner is Jolene Angelos with Rose Garden at Sunset.
This is a very fascinating photograph to me because I like to go out and look at my roses at this time of day, you know, and kind of say goodnight. And so it's a great way to look at it and to just kind of see the delicateness of the flower and the color.
Our second place winner is Rebecca Schnell with Garden.
Rebecca did a great job here with the contrast of the red against the yellow. You've got that little bit of white and pinkish in the back, different textures. You can definitely tell it's a garden. It kind of looks like a garden I might run into in the American Rose Center. If you have never been to the American Rose Center, I would strongly recommend that you go sometime. And you're walking the grounds, and sometimes there's these little alcoves with some very interesting stuff in it. And it's just very serene and peaceful. So good job.
And our first place winner is Carolyn Frechette with the Frechette Garden.
Cheryl, you did a great job here. Very interesting use of the path with the various colors. You've got the gazebo in the back, but it's not overpowering. It's very calming, and it's very balanced, and great job.
Congratulations, Cheryl. Class 12-10, Seedling. A photograph of any seedling which is not currently registered or named. This can be any type of rose. And our third place winner is Stephen Hoy.
Stephen, this is a very taking photograph. The coloring in the petals versus the yellow of the stamens, just great job.
Second place goes to Stephen Hoy.
Again, nice saturation here with the color, but not overpowering. Good job.
And the first place winner is Stephen Hoy.
This is very classy, very traditional of what I see in some roses, but I really like how white it is there in the middle to offset the pink around the edges. It does look like it may have a white underside. So I would love to see this in some shows and possibly in my garden someday. So great job. Congratulations, Stephen.
Congratulations, Stephen. I would love to have them all in my garden. They're beautiful. Class 12-11, Macro Photography. Photographs should be extreme close-up photos of any part of the rose or rose plant. And the honorable mention goes to Rebecca Schnell with Rosa Raven.
Very nice, deep red penetration there.
The third place winner is Rebecca Schnell with High Voltage.
The delicateness here in the yellow, and you kind of see those stamens peeking out around that one corner, just lend a lot of interest to this photograph. So.
And the second place winner is Michael House with Julia Child.
Well, you know, a lot of us like Julia Child, and apparently so did this little bug. So he didn't want to be left out. He wanted his 15 minutes of fame. So here he is taking a beautiful walk along that beautiful yellow of Julia Child.
And the first place winner is Michael House with Julia Child.
Very nice macro here. Very nice focus and kind of movement within the color variation. Good job.
Regular class. ARS members not novice in the ARS American Rose Digital Photo Contest. Class 1. One bloom, no side buds of hybrid tea, grandiflora miniature, miniflora, and floribunda classifications of roses. Roses designated as singles are not included in this class. And the honorable mention goes to Norman Rescott for Joy.
Nice offset here in the picture. It can be very graceful by having that movement within the photograph.
Third place winner is Gustav Banks with Sunny Sundays.
So this is the second time we're seeing Sunny Sundays, and you know, it's got that very unique colorization and unfurling. Great job.
Second place winner is Jackie Nye with Tammy Clemens.
One of the things I really like about this photograph is that it is kind of a profile, and then the lighting shining down on it, you really get the detail of all of the petals. Sometimes that can be hard in a red rose. Those details can be lost. So this side lighting, you got that nice pinpoint center. Great job.
And the first place winner is Pam Powers with Baby's Blush.
Baby's Blush is one that I am falling in love with and cannot wait to get into my garden. And you know, looking at that beautiful pink, the symmetry of the bloom, the pinpoint center, great photograph. Congratulations, Pam.
Great job, Pam. Class 2. One bloom fully open, no side buds, stamens must show, of hybrid tea, grandiflora, miniature, mini flora, and floribunda classifications of roses. Roses designated as single are included in this class. And the honorable mention goes to Elena Williams with Dorothy Rose.
I'll tell you, I am a big 4th of July fan, but I think I might like this even better. I love how the coloration is similar, but that light that you have coming through the back, Elena, really gives some interest and creates those shadows, the bright yellow stamens. Great job.
Third place winner is Dave Dunn with Grace Seward.
Just like we talked about, it's hard to photograph snow. Sometimes it's hard to photograph all white roses. And the same thing can happen. Sometimes they get a little grayed. So Dave has done a great job here with keeping that beautiful snow white and those exquisite yellow stamens. Great job, Dave.
Second place winner is Linda Reed with Betty Boop.
You're going to find that Betty Boop makes a lot of appearances this year. So apparently she was quite popular this year. And I can see why. You know, Betty Boop can have that yellow coloring on the inside of the petals, but it can also be just white on the inside of the petals, depending on where you're growing it. And this is a great representation of Betty Boop with that yellow.
And the first place winner is Richard Howard with Betty Boop.
And here is Betty without the yellow. So we've got that white on the inside and that nice unfurling. We've got the texture in the leaves. And again, not necessarily quite a dead on site or picture. So it brings more interest in. Great job.
Congratulations. Class 3. One spray, 2 or more blooms of hybrid tea, grandiflora, miniature, mini flora, and floribunda classifications of roses. And the honorable mention goes to Jackie Nye for Tammy Clemens.
Again, that really nice sideways or off-centered photograph with the side lighting really helps to show off those red petals. So great job.
Our third place winner is Susie Rowe with Chihuly.
The vibrancy in the color here just makes us look so exquisite. It reminds me a little bit of oranges and lemons, but I enjoy the form here much better.
That second place winner is Richard Howard with Betty Boop.
I told you Betty was popular this year, and the inflorescence here in this spray really shows off what Betty can do. The vibrancy again in that yellow or in that pink, and the saturation of the yellow within the stamens.
And our first place winner is Richard Howard with Playgirl.
So I will tell you that many of you may look at this and you may say, that doesn't look like Playgirl at all in the coloration. And you would be correct depending on how your monitor is calibrated. But I will tell you that the photographing of the color of Betty Boop, in my opinion, is one of the hardest roses to photograph. Your camera just does not want to see that chartreuse color. So this has gotten very close, and just a great inflorescence, great form. Everything is nice and fresh, very picturesque. Great job.
Congratulations. Class 4. One bloom or spray of an old garden rose, shrub, species, polyantha, or large climber. And the honorable mention goes to David Mahoney for Imposter.
Very nice. Really enjoy, again, you can see the veining and the light coming off of it.
Our third place winner is Elena Williams with Rosa Seticera.
So this is one of those little tiny roses that you might overlook if you weren't really paying attention for it. But once you see some of those roses, you start looking out for them. And the yellow in this, I can't even describe that yellow. It's almost lemony, just really sets off this photograph.
Our second place winner is Susie Rowe for Sceptered Isles.
Great form, great pink here, nice inflorescence. Good job.
And the first place winner is Dave Dunn with Rosa Rubiginosa.
Dave, I think this is stunning. I just think it is absolutely stunning. Great job with the depth of field. Great job with the colorization and the lighting. Just stunning.
Class 5. A photo of a traditional arrangement, miniature or standard, following the ARS guidelines for judging rose arrangements. And our third place winner is Gustav Banks with an arrangement by Pat Bilson.
You know, taking photographs of arrangements can be some of the hardest, especially if you're taking them at a show, because you can't really move them. So you have to kind of work with what you're given. And this is a great arrangement, beautiful use of texture and color variations.
Our second place winner is Gustav Banks with an arrangement by Terry Police.
Very pretty photograph, very pretty arrangement. Got the contrast of the roses, carrying the color harmony from the vase up through with the line material.
And our first place winner is Linda Berg with an arrangement by Sarah Williams.
Great use of color harmony here and variations of texture and color.
Class 6. A photo of a modern arrangement, miniature or standard, following the ARS guidelines for judging rose arrangements. And our honorable mention goes to Gustav Banks with an arrangement by Catherine Button.
Modern arrangements can be quite difficult as well, especially with the container. Good job here for making the roses really pop in this photograph. And I can imagine in real life, same situation, that the roses really popped in this arrangement.
Our third place winner is Gustav Banks with an arrangement by Pat Bilson.
So very delicate roses in this transparency arrangement, using a nice modern line there, and great not having some glare. Sometimes when you're taking photographs, you may get some glare off of the containers or whatever, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. So good job.
And our second place winner is Linda Berg with an arrangement by Julie Matlin.
So this arrangement, I'd like to say, I'm not exactly sure if it was supposed to be taken from the front towards the backdrop, but I can tell you that the way that this photograph was taken, this arrangement is stunning. It's the off-center part of the backdrop, the roses being very dominant, with the line, and capturing all of that without a lot of shadows. Great job, Linda, and great job to Julie for who made the arrangement.
Mm-hmm. And our first place winner is Jackie Nye with an arrangement by Marianne Rink.
Again, great photograph of a great arrangement. You can definitely see this must have been some type of patriotic theme. Good use of the red, white, and the blue, and getting that real nice white crispness out of those roses. Congratulations.
Class 7. A photo of an arrangement in the Oriental manner, miniature or standard, following the ARS guidelines for judging rose arrangements. And the honorable mention goes to Norman Rescott with an arrangement by Diane Summers.
Very beautiful roses.
Third place winner is Gustav Banks with an arrangement by Catherine Button.
The yellow in these roses really pops in this photograph and really helps to set off the arrangement.
And the second place winner is Sue Whitwer with an arrangement by Sue Whitwer.
Great Oriental design. Looks like freeform, but it may not be, but a great design.
And our first place winner is Jackie Nye with an arrangement by Ileana Oakham.
Nice use of the pink roses and not getting a lot of shadow when you're taking the photograph. So by taking this photograph the way you did, you didn't get a lot of shadowing that could be interrupting the design. So good job.
Great job, Jackie. Class 8, abstract or impressionism. The photograph should evoke a sense of originality, a new and different way of imagining the rose or roses with the mind's eye. And our honorable mention goes to Jackie Nye for Queen Nefertiti.
This is very bewitching to me, for a lack of a better word. I just have not seen this before, and I really enjoyed how this comes together. It's very unique.
Our third place winner is Jackie Nye for Daybreaker.
I will tell you that some of the comments that I got back from the judges that really enjoyed this photograph, the main thing was that it didn't lose the integrity of the bloom. Sometimes when you're using this type of Photoshop, it could be any rose. But here, it does still kind of look like Daybreaker, if you know what Daybreaker looks like. And so it's a great use of the technique and yet still keeping the integrity of the variety. Good job.
Our second place winner is Jackie Nye with 4th of July.
Stunning. I don't know what else to say. I love the movement. It almost looks like it's underwater and that it's just kind of moving along like it's something living. Just getting such crisp color and detail at that magnification. Great job.
And our first place winner is David Mahoney with Fired Up.
The judges really liked this, and I really like this. It's very fascinating how it does look like you were, on a boat sailing into a fiery sunset, setting over the water. So a great technique and a great way to think about it, David.
Great photo, David. Class 9, a photo of any rose garden. Photograph should show the use of roses within the structure of a garden, which can be widely variable. Roses should dominate in the photograph, and some layout of the garden should be visible. And the honorable mention goes to Pam Powers for the Lewis Ginter Rose Garden.
You know, I've never been to the Lewis Ginter Garden. I've seen pictures of it, and I need to put it on my bucket list to go. But I love the use of the texture, the building in the background. You've got the beautiful color of roses in the foreground. Great job.
Third place winner is Susan Fox with Rose Garden.
The use of the different colors of roses here really helps bring you through. You're looking at all of these different variations and shades of color, and so you kind of move around, and that red barn in the back can really anchor that photograph. So nice movement. Good job, Susan.
Our second place winner is Elena Williams with Huntington.
So apparently this is the tea house at the Huntington Garden, and very regal looking photograph, but it's got just that hint of the sun is actually, I think, creating that little bit of a haze there in the front. We call that softening. And so it's creating that softening in the front, but you've still got that nice bold red in the back, stark against the white marble. So great job.
And our first place winner is Linda Reed with Centennial Park and Memorial Gardens.
This is a more formal garden than what we see sometimes. And again, lots of texture, lots of roses. It just makes me look like I want to go there and spend a couple of hours. So congratulations, Linda.
Congratulations. Class 10, seedling. A photograph of any seedling which is not currently registered or named. This can be any type of rose. And our third place winner is Clive Nickerson with seedling H17.
Again, photographing the white can be very difficult, but good job.
Second place winner is Clive Nickerson with seedling D17.
I think this is a very nice photograph with, again, that texture in the petals. I know some people don't like that. In photography, to me, it's creating depth, and so I really like that.
And our first place winner is Clive Nickerson with seedling M17.
This is so graceful. The cupping form here, the yellow stamens, it makes it look like you just want to slide your hand underneath it and pull it up to your nose to smell it. Clive, I would love to know if it has fragrance, because it is shaped for fragrance, but a stunning photograph. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Clive. They're just beautiful. Class 11, macro photography. Photographs should be extreme close-up photos of any part of the rose or rose plant. And the honorable mention goes to Elena Williams for Dainty Bess.
So we all love Dainty Bess, and I think it's cute that these little beetles have decided to come in and they want to share in the love of Dainty Bess. So good job.
Our third place winner is Susie Rowe with Ketchup and Mustard.
Very nice. Almost looks like a group of petals as opposed to an unfurling, but good use of texture and color.
And our second place winner is Gustav Bank with Rosa Ceresia Turcanta.
Great form here, nice color variation, and notice that it is not just the thorn, but the small prickles that go along and the leaves really add to the varying textures and coloration in this photograph.
And our first place winner is Norman Rescott with Pink Home Run.
It's very elegant how you can see the pistil and the moisture on the pistil contrasted against that dark pink and the yellow anthers. Excellent job.
The master's class. Any contestant who has won a total of 5 or more blue ribbons in previous ARS American Rose digital photo contests, excluding novice, new member, and youth classes.
And Pat, this year we actually have a new master's Harlow Young moved into the master's class this year. I know that he was a little nervous about competing with the big boys, as he said to me. But I'd also like to point out to everyone watching that in the master's class, we have 3 honorable mentions because they are such exquisite photographs, you know, that really we want to showcase more. So there are actually 3 honorable mentions in each of these classes.
Class 13-1, 1 bloom, any classification, no side buds are permitted. And our first honorable mention goes to Harlow Young for Heart of Gold.
So Harlow, there you go. You're competing with the big boys and you're making the grade. I've never seen this variety, but that gold just bursting out through the middle is exquisite.
Our second honorable mention goes to Neil Evans for Elaine Blanchard.
If you've never seen this variety before, those little dots almost look like water stains, but they're not. They are typical in the variety. And it's just the brightness of that yellow with the stamens against that nice purpley mauve is just grand.
And our third honorable mention goes to Neil Evans for Jacqueline Dupre.
What can I say about those red anthers against that stark white? So delicate. Such a great photo.
Our third place winner is Tom Mayhew with Ring of Fire.
Again, reds can be very hard to photograph. So you want to make sure that you're getting what it looks like typical of the variety. And this really does show that typical for the variety color. Nice form. Good job, Tom.
Our second place winner is John Mattia with Uncle Joe.
You know, I can never get my Uncle Joe to open because it has so many petals. So it ends up rotting before it opens. So when it can open, you can see the exquisite beauty in the Uncle Joe. And John did a great job capturing that beauty. Good job, John.
And our first place winner is Rich Bear with Hannah Gordon.
This is just stunning. It is kind of angelic to me. The starkness of the white against the red, against the yellow. It is just an absolute wonderful picture. Congratulations, Rich.
Great job, Rich. Class 13-2, a spray of roses, 2 or more blooms of any classification. This class does not include collections. And the first honorable mention goes to Harlow Young with Lilac Charm.
You can see that delicate, light purplish color in there and those elegant anthers and the yellow stamens. Great job.
Our second honorable mention goes to Harlow Young with Queen of Sweden.
This is a very nice inflorescence, and your eye moves very well. The pink is nicely saturated, so it's not catching your eye. Great job.
And the third honorable mention goes to Neil Evans for Gemini.
Another photograph off to the side with some side lighting, more in the profile of the photograph. As we said earlier, you know, that just hint of blush in Gemini really can stand out, and good job.
Our third place winner is Rich Bear with Hot Cocoa.
Rich, if my hot cocoa grew like this, I would show it more. It's very shapely. Great job of the inflorescence, the different hues and saturations of that russet color. Good job.
Second place winner is Harlow Young with Daybreaker.
Okay, Harlow, you're doing a great job here. Again, nice inflorescence and nice saturation of the color. Every bloom is at its peak performance. Great job.
And our first place winner is Rich Fair with Yabba Dabba Doo.
Of course, Rich, I love the name. This is a very well-formed rose. To have an inflorescence like that with all of the stamens being fresh, just exquisite job. Congratulations.
Congratulations. It's a gorgeous photo. Class 13-3, an arrangement, either standard or miniature, following the American Rose Society guidelines for judging rose arrangements. And our first honorable mention goes to John Mattia with an arrangement by Don Myers.
Very nice color harmony here and a great photograph to accentuate that. Good job.
Our second honorable mention goes to Neil Evans with an arrangement by Diane Summers.
Again, sometimes photographing arrangements can be very difficult, and good job here of not getting a lot of shadow in it and capturing that nice pink of the roses. Good job.
Our third honorable mention goes to Rich Fair with an arrangement by Judy Fleck.
Congratulations, Rich. Very nice photograph, and taking it from this angle helped to not show a lot of the container, which may have been distracting, but good job.
Our third place winner is John Mattia with an arrangement by Vijaya Pabru.
Again, minimization of the shadows and the way that the rose arrangement is placed really helps this photograph. Great use of the color variations. Good job.
Our second place winner is Lou Evans with a mini table arrangement.
This is very graceful, I think is a great word for it. The roses and the arrangement really pop. Again, you're not getting the shadowing that can occur sometimes when you're taking photographs of arrangements. Superb job.
And our first place winner is Lou Evans with a modern line mass.
Well, I'm more of a Star Trek person than a Star Wars person, but hey, I really enjoy that the use of the gold and the red, the way that the photograph was taken so that it's, right on the angle and it's right at the correct level. You don't have the shadowing against that white, which can be very difficult. Great job, Lou, on this photograph.
Congratulations, Lou. Class 13-4, abstract or impressionism. The photograph should evoke a sense of originality, a new and different way of imagining the rose or roses with the mind's eye. And the first honorable mention goes to Tom Mayhew with Hummingbird Menagerie with Sunglow.
I love hummingbirds, and of course, beautiful photograph of the rose. So very unique. Good job, Tom.
Our second honorable mention goes to Harlow Young for Icy Rose Leaves.
As you've heard me say, photographing snow is difficult. Getting the structure of the ice crystals is even more difficult sometimes. So great job.
And our third honorable mention goes to Bill Kozemchek with No Trespassing.
I really like the outside of the box thinking here. Basically taking this photograph and turning it on its side to make it look like you are walking through a forest and all of these obstacles that you may come in with really is in the spirit of the abstract. So great job, Bill.
Our third place winner is Harlow Young with Irish Gold Explosion.
Great use of a kaleidoscope type effect. Really kind of makes you feel like you're looking at a kaleidoscope. So good job, Harlow.
And our second place winner is Neil Evans with Fall Fest.
This is so grand and graceful. I would put this on my dining room table for Thanksgiving. So, you know, just putting those components together, great color harmony, great use of what you have at hand. Great job.
And our first place winner is Rich Bear with Petal Mountain.
This is a very unique effect, and they really do look like mountains, like mountain ranges, and taking those petals and having them on their side and looking like you're walking and that you're getting ready to go over this beautiful mountain range. Great job, Rich.
Beautiful photo, Rich. Class 13-5. A photograph of any rose garden. Photograph should show the use of roses within the structure of a garden, which can be widely variable. Roses should dominate in the photograph, and some layout of the garden should be visible. And our first honorable mention goes to Bill Kozemchek with Norfolk Botanical Garden Paths.
Great use of the layout of the garden here, and getting the coloration correct, especially depending on the time of the day. Just a great layout. Congratulations, Bill.
Our second honorable mention goes to Jim Linman for Our Garden.
I really enjoy the use of color in this, and the variations of color make me want to just look all around the garden. Many people would get focused on the gazing ball in the middle, but I think the variation of colors helps to keep my eye from landing there.
The third honorable mention goes to John Mattia for Graduation Day at Booth Museum Rose Garden in Stratford, Connecticut.
Okay, this little guy is just adorable. This is, you know, you feel like you have just kind of stumbled across this cute little intimate scene. And, you know, it just does help to show why we do some of this. You know, people love being in rose gardens and getting their pictures taken with roses in the background. Great job, John.
And our third place winner is Bill Kozemchek with the Kozemchek Garden Front Corner.
If you have never been to the Kozemchek house, it's worth the trip if you're ever on the East Coast. Bill has about 1/4 of an acre and has over 1,000 roses in his garden. And as you can see, he still has grass to cut. So he's got, you know, plenty of room for more roses, but beautiful layout here, great mass of color, and great job.
Our second place winner is Rich Bear for Peninsula Park, Portland, Oregon.
Again, having some of the varying heights here with the various colorations, it really does give you a layout of the park and the path, and you really, really kind of enjoy looking at all of that. It's a great job.
And our first place winner is John Mattia with Peninsula Park, Portland, Oregon.
So I'm sure that John and Rich, you know, talk and that they spend time together and all of that. So a little friendly competition going here between the first place and the second place winner of being the same gardens. Got that nice, beautiful saturation of color. You've got the hedges, the waterfall, the heights. Just excellent job, John.
Beautiful job. Congratulations, John. Class 13-6, Macro Photography. Photographs should be extreme close-up photos of any part of the rose or rose plant. And our first honorable mention goes to Bill Kozemchek for Dagmar Hastrup Hip.
So to me, this looks like a kraken. So if you don't know what that is, that's a sci-fi monster. But it's definitely the being able to see what is happening here, how the stamens start to dry up and the hip is swelling. You know, it's a great part of what we do with our education. And sometimes, you know, photographing that just really helps. So great job here, Bill.
Our second honorable mention goes to Tom Mayhew for Chrysler Imperial Sections.
again, this kind of goes in the same vein as the previous photograph by Bill, where, you know, we're kind of seeing what is happening. How do those rose seeds develop? Where you've got all of these the pistils and coming down through, and how do rose seeds form? This is a great way of exploring that. Nice color variation. You've got a lot of good texture going here. Great job, Tom.
And the third honorable mention goes to Bill Kuzemchek for Rosa sericea tercanta older stem.
You know, I really like the fact that he chose to use an older stem for this. We tend to see this photograph in, you know, when the prickles are red and all of that. But again, this is a really different way of looking at it and seeing how beautiful it can be, even when winter has come and it's dead. Very interesting photograph.
And our third place winner is Neil Evans for Betty Boop with a Visitor.
I think it is exquisite on this bee being in focus and seeing the stamens and the pistil and all of that in focus. It's very difficult to do this. Great coloration, great job.
Our second place winner is Neil Evans with Golden Eye Stamen.
Again, it looks like an eye, just, you know, kind of staring out at you. You can see all the fuzziness on the pistils there. It's a great way to do macro photography. Very grand. So good job, Neil.
And our first place winner is Rich Bear with Ice on Prickles.
This is very statuesque. Just to be able to see the ice and the crystal formation, you know, judges just thought this was very exquisite and very nicely done. So great job, Rich.
Congratulations, Rich. Beautiful photo. Class 13-7, Portfolio. Contestants may use 5 photos that are eligible for entry in the regular classes. This is a challenge class with only 1 winner chosen. And the winner is John Mattia with Queens I've Known, with Desperado, Pink Crystal, Signature, Veterans Honor, and Suffolk.
I really enjoy that John made this title on this, and I can see why every one of them is a queen. You know, they've got exquisite form, great coloration, and he was able to capture all of those aspects with his camera. So great job. Congratulations, John.
Best Novice Certificate.
So at this point, we're going to award certificates. These are ARF certificates that you know, you might normally see in a horticultural show, but these will be given for photographic show. And we like to honor people who have won or have done very well in their photographs. So.
And the winner is Cheryl Frechette for Randy Scott.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Cheryl. Best Junior One Bloom Certificate. And the winner is Gabriella Newby with Sunny Sundays.
Great job, Gabriella.
Congratulations, Gabriella. Beautiful photo. Best Junior Spray Certificate goes to Kira Kozemchek with Aimbridge Rose.
Congratulations, Kira. Great job. Beautiful picture.
Congratulations, Kira. The Best Seedling Certificate goes to Stephen Hoy.
Splendid picture, Stephen. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Stephen. The Best Shrub Certificate to Rich Bear for Yabba Dabba Doo.
I still can't get over that name, but love it. Congratulations, Rich.
Great job, Rich. The Best Florabunda Single Certificate goes to Rich Bear for Hannah Gordon.
Congratulations, Rich. Stunning photograph.
Congratulations again. The Victorian Certificate. To be eligible for the Victorian Certificate, the rose must belong to a classification under Old Garden roses, as designated in the latest version of any of the ARS officially recognized publications, and have a date of introduction of 1867 or after, or known to have been introduced in 1867 or after. And the award goes to Stephen Hoy for Alistair Stella Gray.
Congratulations, Stephen. Great photograph.
Beautiful photograph, Stephen. The Genesis Certificate, which is for any species rose. And the award goes to Dave Dunn for Rosa rubiginosa.
Congratulations, Dave. Beautiful.
It's exquisite. The Best Florabunda Spray Certificate goes to Richard Howard for Playgirl.
Again, doesn't look like it's supposed to, but it looks like it's supposed to. It's the best I've seen when it comes to Playgirl photographs. So congratulations.
Great job. Best Large Rose Single Bloom Certificate goes to Pam Powers for Baby's Blush.
Congratulations, Pam. Beautiful photograph.
Beautiful. This brings us to the medal certificates.
Medal certificates are when the person who took this photograph also grew the rose. So we like to make sure that we are giving some special recognition. Not only were they able to take an excellent photograph, but they were able to horticulturally grow the rose so that it was at its perfect spot when it was photographed.
And the bronze certificate goes to Pam Powers for Baby's Blush.
Congratulations, Pam.
Congratulations, Pam. The silver certificate goes to Dave Dunn for Rosa rubiginosa.
Great job. Congratulations, Dave.
Beautiful. And the gold certificate goes to Rich Bear for Hannah Gordon.
Congratulations, Rich, on getting the gold certificate for this. It is well deserved.
That's a great job, Rich. Congratulations. The Best in Show. Remember, the Best in Show does not have to be exhibitor grown, so all blue ribbon winners are eligible for this award.
But who won it, Pat? I can't wait. I want to know who won Best in Show.
Well, Curtis, it's a surprise. To find out, you'll have to check out the cover of the May-June issue of American Rose to see who won the Best in Show award. So thank you to everyone who participated. Keep up the good work, and we look forward to seeing your entries again next year. And just a reminder, this webinar will be on the ARS YouTube channel.
So thank you, Pat, and thank you, Curtis, for that awards presentation. The winners were amazing. And Curtis, isn't this the only place that you can see all the honorable mentions, third, second, first, and get a real sense of all the talent that's out there for the ARS?
Hey, that is correct, Robin. We will be featuring throughout the year in the American Rose magazine the first place winners, but this is the only place you get to see those other classes. So people get to see second, third, and fourth place winners. So if you're looking forward to seeing all of those beautiful photographs, make sure that you enter and tune in again next year.
So Curtis, thanks for all your work and all your effort. I know, and thanks to all the judges and all the photographers. It's an incredible amount of work to go through so many photographs and make these really rough decisions, but really an outstanding group of photographs. Thanks, Curtis.
You're welcome, and I'm glad I don't have to be the one to make those decisions. I just get the photographs I take off anything that is identifiable, and then I send it out to the judges. So they really do the lion's share of the work, and you know, we couldn't do it without our judges.
And Pat, I mean, what a point of pride for the American Rose Society to have so much talent out there. Don't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's the advent of the exhibition of photography for the American Rose Society is a huge milestone in our development. And I think it means so much to so many people, to our members who may have downsized and don't have the ability to actually grow the roses anymore. They can still compete by taking photographs. And to the very young people who are too young to have their own gardens, but they're not too young to have their own iPhones, and they can be out there photographing. So we've I think expanded exhibition for so many more people through the advent of photography. And my heartfelt thanks to Curtis Aumiller for all the work that he has done over the past 3-4 years, and I'm going to continue. So great job, Curtis. Thank you so much.
Yay!
And thank you to the American Rose Society and all of the members who, you know, helped to make this possible. You know, we got all kinds of suggestions and, you know, people trying out different rules and what worked and what didn't work. So this has definitely been a group effort to help keep the American Rose Society moving in a forward direction and be inclusive for everyone to love and show roses in whatever format works best for them.
And thank you, Sue LaRose, for your comment, out to Curtis as well, thanking you for all your work. So with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off and thank everyone for watching, and congratulations to everybody for winning the 2017 Digital Photo Contest. And we are signing off. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.